Hey guys, and welcome back to my kitchen today. Listen, I've been trying to decide what I wanted to cook for y'all next, and I've decided that it's time to get out one of Mamaw's cookbooks and make something from her cookbooks. My grandmother, my Mamaw, used to make, y'all, I don't even know, homemade yeast rolls, and I don't know that I can even come close to that. But I think we're gonna try. I've made bread a couple of times. I made pizza crust last weekend, so I've played with the bread situation a little bit. So I think it's time that we're gonna make Mamaw's yeast rolls. But I want to show y'all something. Okay, let me turn this around. Okay, so before my Mamaw passed away several years ago, I went over to her house and visited her, and she handed me or gave me her cookbook. Y'all, she hand wrote this thing, and I couldn't be more honored that she gave it to me. But I want to show y'all what this looks like. Y'all, that's my Mamaw's handwriting. What? I know I've showed y'all this before because I've made a couple of her things, but it just never ceases to amaze me that she wrote this. And y'all, there is so many, look at this. There's so many recipes in here. Okay, anyway, but this is her recipe for, as far as I know, for hot rolls. She called them hot rolls. However, she gave me this cookbook too. And in here, they're called icebox dinner rolls, and that's her. There's a little bit of variation in the two. So we're just going to kind of combine them and see what we get. So y'all going to go on this journey with me, and we'll make Mamaw's yeast rolls. Okay guys, so first what we're going to do is I've got a half a cup of just lukewarm water, and she doesn't specify in the recipe what the temperature is. And then we've got 2 packets of instant yeast, and we're just going to put that in there. Make sure you get it all. And I forgot to get my spoon. Of course I did. And then we're just going to kind of give that a little stir. Okay. And then I've got some water in the microwave getting really hot, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Okay, so she says 2 cups of boiling water, and she said to pour it over the shortening. Well, you know what? We're just going to do it this way. We're just going to take this 3/4 of a cup of shortening, and we're just going to plop it in the hot water. And then we're just going to let that sit and dissolve, and then this has to cool down so that we can add the yeast and the eggs to this. So this has to sit, I don't know, probably a good 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I don't know, just till it gets cool enough that we can stir the yeast in it without killing the yeast, and then put the eggs in it. So we'll do that here in just a minute. Okay, so now we're going to add to the shortening and the really hot water, we're going to put a half a cup of sugar. And y'all, I'm just going to go with this. I have never made these. And a tablespoon of salt. And we're just going to give that a good little stir to dissolve the sugar in that warm water, or hot water, and the salt. Maybelline, sorry, Mabes is over here. She's being crazy tonight. And these are overnight rolls, so once we get this dough initially made, they have to go in the refrigerator and set overnight. So we will actually not make these, or I won't actually make these till in the morning. So we're just kind of running a test here to see if I can actually make Mamaw's rolls. I hope I can. I haven't had Mamaw's rolls, oh goodness, in probably 15 years. So if I can do this, y'all, we're going to be in for it. Okay, so I'm going to let this finish cooling off, and then we'll get everything else mixed up. Okay guys, so here we go. So this is our water, shortening, sugar, and salt, and I've cooled it down to where it's not hot enough to kill the yeast and all that. So now the directions say, and I'm going to pretty much follow the directions because I've never made these, so I always like to, let me get a spatula, follow the directions the first time I make something. Okay, so into this we're going to add our yeast, and hopefully the water's not hot enough to kill it. Make sure you get it all. Okay. Then I like to just go ahead and break my yolk up a little bit before I actually do anything with the egg. I'm gonna kind of just give that a little zhuzh around. There we go. And then hopefully this is not going to scramble our eggs. Nah, this should be fine. Okay, so one of Mamaw's recipes says 1 egg and the other one says 2. The flour increments are the same. The shortening increments are a little different. So you know what? We're just gonna eyeball this. I just decided that for the amount of liquid that's in here and the amount of flour that's the same in both of them, we're just going to use 2 eggs and hope for the best. Okay, so now that that's done, and we didn't scramble any eggs, I don't think. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so now it says a cup at a time. And what have I done with my cup? Y'all, I'm tell you what. It's late in the evening and I'm tired. Okay, so it says a cup at a time. We're going to add to our bowl and mix well after each addition. So I'm just going to do what she says. And we're just going to add a cup at a time until we get it all put in here. So I'm going to start adding flour, and when I get it almost added, I'll bring y'all back, okay? Okay. It's going to be a little clumpy, I think. Alright, so here's 2, and I'll see y'all back in a minute. Okay, so this is where we are, about 5 cups in. This is the rest of it. We're going to put that in there. Come on, flour, get out of there. Y'all, I'll be honest with you, I'm sorry about Mabe. She's just crazy tonight. I don't know if there's somebody outside she's barking at or what. Okay, there was a point about the 2nd cup in. I didn't think this was gonna work, but it's looking good. I don't know how it's supposed to be. She didn't say. In either recipe, it doesn't say runny dough, stiff dough, nothing. So, I don't know, y'all. I've never made these before. It looks a little loose to me. You know what? I think I'm going to go 1 more half cup. 1 more tiny bit. And then we'll stop. Because I don't have a clue if this is how it's supposed to look or not. There we go. I don't know. That just feels better. Okay. So here's the deal. We're kind of done with this for right now. One recipe I've got, one of hers, says to let it set for 3 hours and then portion it out. The other one says overnight. So we're going to go with the overnight one, and that's what we're going to do. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use my little spatula. Y'all, this is the tiniest little spatula. Why did I get this? Okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to scrape all this off the edge. Okay, for as much as I can. And y'all gonna need a big bowl because this is gonna make a lot of rolls. According to the one recipe, it makes 4 dozen. Now that's 48 rolls. What? That's a lot. So, guess what? If this works, guess who's bringing rolls to Thanksgiving? Yeah. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Y'all, what? That's yeast roll dough. Okay, I'm excited. Alright, so I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to put it in the fridge overnight. Put her to bed. And I'll see y'all in the morning. And we'll make rolls. Okay, one little thing I forgot to show y'all. So I I laid out my plastic wrap, one this way and one this way. And then I just flipped it over. And I've just got some cooking spray. I'm just going to hit it with that. I don't know if Mamaw ever did that or not, but that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to take this and put this spray side just real lightly over the bowl, okay? I'm not going to push it down. This is going to rise, we hope. I hope. We'll see. Okay, so we've sprayed that, and that's just to prevent the risen dough from sticking so much to the plastic. All right, so I'm going to get this in the fridge. We'll let it sit, and I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, are y'all ready to see the dough? All right, so it's been in the fridge since last night. Are y'all ready? Watch this. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yum. Okay, so each recipe says something different. One of them just says refrigerate overnight, then let rise and shape into rolls. The other one says to knead it on the counter. So I think we're going to go with that. We're going to get some. Okay, hang on, I'll show you. Okay, so here's what I've decided. So out of the two recipes she's got, one, like I said, just says to refrigerate overnight and then let rise for 2 hours. It didn't say punch it down. It doesn't say knead it. It doesn't say anything. The other one doesn't say refrigerate overnight. It says refrigerate for 3 to 4 hours and then knead it on the counter and all that. So I think that's what I'm going to do because I don't know. It just looks like it needs some shaping. So that's what we're going to do. This has been overnight, but we're going to knead it on the counter, I think, a little bit. Okay, so I've just got a little bit more of that bread flour. We're just going to sprinkle some down because I'm not sure what this looks like underneath. Okay, so we'll do this. Can y'all see? Wait a minute. There we go. And y'all don't pay attention to my Halloween decorations over here. I'm in the midst of trying to get all my stuff out, so y'all just ignore that. Okay. Oh, y'all, look at that. Can y'all see that? Yum. And it's pretty, it feels pretty firm in there. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't do this where y'all can see and me hold it at the same time. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Oh, y'all, what? Look at that beautiful dough. Okay, now let me come back over here. There we go. So y'all can actually see where I'm at. Yo, what? Alright, I'll put it just a little bit on my hands. Oh, okay. Oh, it feels not as sticky as I thought it would. Look at that. Okay, cool. Where's my... Yo, I swear, I would lose my head if it was not attached to my shoulders. Okay, bench scraper. This is going to be your friend, I think. Because this will make you get up underneath it and make sure you get all of the dough off the counter. Yo, I love how that feels. That's cool. Can y'all tell I've never done this before? Seriously. Mamaw was a pro. I am not. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think I ever saw Mamaw do this either because, I mean, these are overnight rolls. So she always had these done when we went to her house. They were just done. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So I got this. Oh, y'all, look. It's so pretty. Can y'all see that? Look at her. She's beautiful. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I call it a she or a he. Y'all can call it whatever you want to. That's just what I do. Okay. So now that that's all done like that, that looks so pretty. Okay, let me get a bowl and hang on. Okay, so I just had a thought. I don't know if I should olive oil this bowl or butter this bowl. Probably butter, but we're going to use olive oil. I've just got a little bit of extra light olive oil, and I'm just going to put just a little bit in here. And then I'm just going to kind of swirl it around so that my bowl kind of gets covered. Y'all can use a brush. Y'all can use a paper towel. You can use your fingers. It don't really matter here, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're just going to use my fingers. Use our God-given tools today. There we go. Okay? Okay. So then, we're going to take our lovely little dough ball here, and we're going to put it in this bowl. Sorry. We're going to put it in this bowl. And I'm just going to put a little tea towel over it, and we're going to let it sit here on the counter for a couple hours and rise. And then, we'll make our rolls. Y'all, I'm very excited. That's heavy. That's heavy. Okay, we'll let her rest a minute or a couple hours, and then we'll make our rolls. Okay, guys, so it's almost time to shape our dough into rolls. Do you want to see what it looks like right now? Let me pan you around here a little bit. Okay, so it's under this towel. It's been under here for about an hour so far. Yo, what? I'm very excited. Okay, let's leave her covered up for a second. So I've just got a little bit of melted butter and a little brush, and all I'm going to do is just butter the inside of this. We're going to butter these rolls. We're actually going to roll them in butter, but I just like to put a little I don't know. I just think it's a good idea to put a little butter in the bottom. I mean, you can't have too much butter, right? Right. So we're just going to butter these. Get these ready. And this will just help them not stick. And it's butter. I mean, it'll just make them taste better, right? Right. Okay. So let me finish buttering this pan. And then I'm going to let these rise another couple minutes. And then we'll get them into rolls and into these pans, because then they have to rise about another hour or so before we bake them. Okay? Okay. Okay, guys, you ready to see what the dough looks like now? I'm not sure you are. I just peeked at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You don't necessarily need one of these. I do, because I'm OCD about things. Come on. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this bowl on here like this. And then I'm going to take that weight out so that I know how much this dough weighs. That way I can make all the rolls the same size. Okay? Okay, here we go. So all I'm going to do is put this big thing of dough in this smaller bowl, if it'll fit. Yeah, what? Okay. And then we're just going to, because Mama said that this recipe should make about 48 rolls. Let's see if we can. So that's 62.5 ounces. So I'm going to divide that number by 48, which it'll take me a minute to do that. And then we'll get these divided up. Okay, so this is the rest of our melted butter that we had from when I buttered the pans. Okay? Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get just a little flour on my hands, because this stuff is sticky. And we're just going to pinch off, I don't even know how to do this. We're just going to pinch off some dough and see. Oh, y'all, look at it. It's so cute. And we'll see how much that weighs. And that's too big for a roll. That's okay. We'll get it. And then you just kind of rip off some and reweigh it. And that's a little closer. So we're just going to tear off a little more and re-roll it and set it on there. And one more tiny bit. Yo, it's trial and error. Okay, it's fine. It'll take you a little bit to get the hang of it. And now we're about 1.5, so that's good. So when you get your little roll, okay, and I know they look small, y'all, but they're going to rise again, okay, it's fine. You're going to roll it in butter. Yes, you're going to roll it in butter. And then we're just going to put it over here in our pan, okay? So let me show you one more. Let's see if we can get one about that size. That looks about right. Come on, go back to 0. There we go. Okay, so see, now we need to add a little bit to that one. So let's get a little bit. And it don't take much to get it back up to where it needs to be. Okay, so we need one more little tiny bit. And that's pretty close, so let's go with that. So we're going to roll it up to where it's kind of smooth, okay? Like that. And then you're just going to plop it over here in your butter. And then pop it over here in the pan. Don't put them up next to each other, because like I told you, these are going to rise, okay? Alright, so I'm going to get the rest of these rolled out, rolled in my butter, put in the pan. And then we're just going to cover them up for about an hour or until they rise and almost double in size. And I'll show you what that looks like here in a few. Y'all, what? Check these out. Yum. Okay, so I ended up not getting quite 4 dozen. I'm about 4 shy, but it's because I made some of them bigger. And you know what? It's fine. I could have been more precise with it, and I should have been more precise with it, but it's fine. This, for the test run, it's fine. Okay, so I know there's butter in the pan. I know we kind of rolled them in butter, but you know I told you that there's no such thing as too much butter. So this is what we do, okay? So the rest of that melted butter, you're just going to pat on the tops of them, okay? Just like this. Yep, I know. But you know what? If you're going to make these for Thanksgiving or you're going to make these for Christmas, a little butter ain't going to hurt nobody. And they're going to love it, and it's fine. I've got an uncle that, y'all, one year for Thanksgiving, I swear, that man ate like 20 rolls, and it's fine. It's okay. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest of these buttered up. I've got my oven preheating to 400 degrees. One of the recipes says 350 until done, and the other one says 400 for like 20 minutes or something. So I'm just going to go with the 400 degree one, and I'll time it and I'll let y'all know how much time we need. So anyway, okay, I've got these all buttered up. I'm going to use my clean towel over here and cover them up. They're going to sit here on the counter for a good hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours, and then we're going to bake them up. So once they sit here, before I stick them in the oven, I'll show you what they look like. Okay, y'all ready to see them? Me too. What? Y'all, stop. Look at that. They're so fat. Okay, so I'm going to bake these pans one at a time. And like I said, I've got conflicting times and temperatures over here on these two recipes. But we're going to go 400 degrees, 20-25 minutes, and then we'll see what we got. Oh, my word. I'm very excited. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all in a minute after we get them out of the oven. Y'all, I don't even know what to say about this. And I might cry. Look at those rolls. What? I think Mama would be quite proud of that. All right, so that went exactly 20 minutes in the 400 degree oven. Y'all, those are beautiful, and I seriously might lose it. I can't. I haven't had these homemade yeast rolls in 15 years, or maybe longer than that. I don't know when the last time she made them. Okay, I've got one more pan to bake. While these cool, we'll bake these. And then the best part, we're going to eat one. You know we are. Okay, I'll see y'all in a minute, and we'll see what they look like. Okay, y'all know I can't wait. They're still really hot, but I've got to show y'all what this looks like. Look, they don't even stick. What? Y'all, I'm just over the moon. I think I like these better than I like my homemade bread. What in the world? Okay, but they're really hot. Okay, I'll see y'all in a minute and we'll eat one. Hey y'all, so I got Michael here with us. Look. Can I just tell y'all something? I think I am more excited. Look, he's already buttering his roll. I think I am more excited. Look, y'all about to see this. About these rolls than I am my bread I made. Okay? Like, for real.
Don't need no Texas Roadhouse.
Shoot, no, man. All right, look, I'm going to tell you what. My Mamaw, Childers, my dad's mom, used to make these all the time for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for whatever. She passed away in 2006. And it was probably, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe 2 years before that, because she was sick. And so, I mean, I haven't had these in, like almost 20 years. Okay?
My crazy dog.
I don't think Michael's ever had them.
No, I haven't.
So this is my first go around making homemade yeast rolls, my Mamaw's. Okay, y'all ready?
Ching ching. Ooh, that smell.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what.
That's amazing.
Baby's excited. She's barking outside.
She's psycho, y'all. She's psycho.
She is. She's mad because she wants a roll.
Oh, I love how it has that little bit of that funky smell that, you know, things that have like heavy yeast, like, a little bit like a beer smell almost.
Yeah, I'll tell you. If you've never ever, really, Mabes? I don't know what's wrong with her. If you've never ever made these, if you've never made homemade yeast rolls, you need to go make them. They're not hard, like, they're not complicated. It's just a few ingredients. You got a little bread, a little yeast, a little sugar. It's no big deal. Maybelline, stop it. Sorry. She's crazy. And apparently choked on something.
Watch this. Hey, y'all.
Okay, better get her outside at least. Maybe not.
Go on.
You need to go make these yeast rolls. Like, they will change your life.
They really will.
I've told my mom earlier that I was making these today. And
Maybe not for the good, actually.
Yeah, probably not. And now I've been nominated to make yeast rolls for Thanksgiving. Darn, I hate that.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm serious. Go make you some yeast rolls.
These are delicious.
And to all my cousins that have had these, y'all, these are pretty close to Mamaw's. I'm gonna tell you what, they're not Mamaw's. Nothing ever will be. But these are pretty close. Y'all go make you some. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. The recipe for this is going to be down here in the description. I hope it makes sense because there's a lot of steps. But again, it's not hard. But anyway, like and subscribe. We love y'all.
Just
Thank you
watch
for
the video.
watching.
We'll show you how to do it.
It's easy. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. And we'll make something out yummy. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody.